Hi, welcome to the Shed, and today we have a Friday Freestyle Challenge. This is a little different from our One-A-Day Musicianship Challenge. We're going to have some fun, we're going to make mistakes, and here we go. Okay, so what I have on Soundtrap is a loop. Play that loop for you, and I'm actually going to loop it, so here's our loop. All right, what we're going to do is we are going to work on freestyling. So freestyling is when you are rapping and you're making it up as you go along. Freestyling is hard. I tried it before. I tried it for like a week straight. This is last year. I'd put on headphones. I have a loop going on my phone, and I'd be anywhere and everywhere, and I'd be underneath my breath. I'd be like freestyle rapping. I'd be at Target going through like cereal, and I would be trying to talk about the cereal when I'm improvising, trying to make up rhymes. It's really, really hard. And then it's really hard to stop improvising all the time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take away the words, because that's one of the hardest parts. And we're going to work on flow. Now what flow is the subdivision that the rapper's doing, and then the different combinations of subdivision syllables over a beat. And if you've ever heard somebody talking about like, oh man, I really like Logic's flow, they're talking about the subdivision that he's using to rap, and then the different combinations of subdivisions that are being used. Or this person's copying this person's flow. It just means that person is stealing a rhythm. So we're going to use this, except we're going to use our subdivision syllables. So we're going to say down on the downbeat, and then the correct subdivision syllable on the correct part of the beat. I've done this before. I'll link a video before that. I've actually practiced it in between then and now, so I'm a little better at it. And you're just going to have to practice this. This is one of those things you have to practice. So I'm going to say some things. I want you to say some things back. We're going to start with the eighth note. Get your foot tapping first and feel the beat somewhere in your body so that it's grounded. No matter how good your rap is, how good your flow is, how good anything is, if you slow down or you speed up, it's trash. You can say the most simple, basic thing, and if it's done with intention, then it's awesome. If you're just saying things and if it's not grounded to the beat, then it's bogus. All right, so repeat after me. Focus on that steady beat. Go. Down and down and down and down. Down and down, down and down. A little simple combination there. And down. Down and down and down. Okay, now I'll add in some 16th notes. Downy and a downy and downy and a down. Down and downy and a down. E and a down. E a down. Okay, now some eighth note triplet stuff. Ready? Down pull at down pull at down pull at down. Down pull down let down. Down let down pull down let down. Let down pull let down. Okay, so we've practiced. What I'd do is I'd write out different combinations on a piece of paper. Just write out a big list of combinations. Practice it with that beat. And what you're doing is you're practicing words, and you're practicing being able to combine those words together. All the greatest rappers in history have done that. They've written out rhymes, and they've worked on it. They've worked on saying those words together. I think it was Twista. Twista wrote out a bunch of these just multi-syllable words and combined them together and had them rhyme. And then he practiced it like that. And if you've never listened to Twista rap, it's insane. It's because he's practiced it. It's the same thing you do for jazz soloing. So like when I'm practicing jazz guitar, I'm working on these little licks. I'm stringing them together. I'm practicing them together so that when I go to solo, when I get an idea, when I hear an idea in my head, my fingers have already practiced that. Same thing for rapping. Your mouth has practiced it. You're not going to tongue tie yourself. So this is how the challenge is going to work. All right, so let's go back to Soundtrap here. I'm going to share out this file. I'm also going to share an MP3 of it. So the first four beats here, that's just for you to get your bearings. So you're just going to start, you're going to get into it. You know, you're going to feel the beat, you're going to tap your foot, and then you're going to actually freestyle for these measures here. And then we have an explosion at the end. Because what you said was really awesome, so we have to have more explosions. So I'm going to do mine. Just make sure that your beat is consistent. You need to use every level of subdivision at least once. To make things interesting, what our brain likes to hear is repetition. Our brain likes to hear intention. It likes to hear long and short, and it likes to have some space. And then the most important one is to mess around with dynamics and intensity. So I'm going to try that. Don't make fun of me. You could make fun of me. I wouldn't know. But here we go. The whole thing here, this first 4 bars, get into it. And then you go down and down, downy and down, down and down, downy and down, E and down, E and down and down pull at down pull at down pull down, downy and a down pull at down and down and downy and downy and downy and down pull at down pull at down pull at down pull at down. Okay, so and as you can see, it's nice and short. If you really wanted to submit this, you could add your own vocal track. That's what I did there. I like to change this to dry, otherwise there's a lot of reverb. Just make sure that you're wearing headphones when you record, because if it's playing outside of the speakers, the microphone on whatever device you're using to record this is also going to pick up that audio. We also have to talk a little bit about signal to noise ratio. That is, your signal, which is your voice, needs to be as close to the microphone as possible so it doesn't pick up a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other noise. Like my microphone is actually, I'm going to break the fourth wall here. My microphone is right here. I'm using just a hypercardioid condenser microphone. But if I keep going away, you'll notice that the presence of my voice kind of goes away. And then I get closer and closer and closer. I get in focus, and then my sound gets in focus too. All right, so that is our freestyle, what do I call it? Freestyle Flow Challenge? Friday Freestyle Flow, something like that. So that's our Friday Freestyle Flow. Teachers, the way that I would grade this, I'd grade the the downbeat, the quality of the downbeat, so that's the steady beat. And then I'd grade whether the subdivision was even and if the correct subdivision syllables were used throughout the improvisation. So have fun, stay healthy, wash your hands, and we'll see you in the shed.